Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Sadio Usman with ID 010809993, and today me and my group will be presenting about the Sugar on a Stick software. Well, before we begin, there need some things that we need to address. The first one is digital gap in education. Well, what is digital gap? So according to Cambridge Dictionary, digital gap, or we can call it digital divide, is the problem of some members of society not having the opportunity and knowledge to use computers and the internet that others people can. So, in Malaysia, as we all know, we surely have serious issue pertaining to this matter. We can take a look at recent event where a university student in East Malaysia needs to be climbing tree just to have a stable internet connection. However, when we say digital divide, it is not just a matter of internet accessibility, but that can get even worse than that, such as getting familiar even on how to use a computer. This is what happening in different parts of the world, such as Africa, Middle East or something. So, next one is the OLPC. Needless to say, this is what drives certain people around the world to start getting the work done about this issue to close the gap of the digital divide. So in January 2005, a non-government organization started a campaign called One Child Per Laptop, or OLPC, which based in Miami, Florida, United States of America. It is a cause to transform children education around the world by distributing low-cost computer device. We're talking about lower than $1,000 for them to learn and getting familiar to close the gap. This project was supported by many big corporations such as AMD, eBay, and also Google. There's a series of events due to this program, and one of it was the birth of what we want to tell today, the Sugar software, or specifically Sugar on a Stick. Well, it also gave birth to things like Chromebook and EEE-PCs that mostly used for educational purpose. However, this program was shut down in 2014 because of unappealing sales. Let's take a look into the Sugar software, shall we? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amar Haziq bin Zaharuddin and my student ID is SW010811174. And today I will be taking off from where Musoli left, which is the OLPC project. The OLPC project came up with their own version of a laptop, dubbed the OLPC XO. The OLPC XO boasted only 1 GB of storage space, which ran on a flash disk, and it only had 256 megabytes of DRAM. Now that was small at the time, do keep in mind. Now that's where Sugar Labs came in. Now who is Sugar Labs? Well, they are a non-government, non-profit organization based in Boston, Massachusetts, America. It was led by Walter Bender, who was an active member of the One Laptop Per Child OLPC project. Now, the OLPC wanted to distribute inexpensive laptops to children around the world in developing countries. They wanted to give every child a chance, a touch of education on how a computer works. That's where SugarOS came in. Now, SugarOS was developed for the sole purpose of running on low-end devices that will be sold for cheap to government education systems. However, Walter Bender left the group when Microsoft joined in the OLPC project. Now, Walter Bender had feared that the multi-million-dollar company would push their own operating system, the Windows OS, into the OLPC project. However, that wasn't the case, as the OLPC OX offered 2 operating systems, first being GNOME and second being Sugar. Now, the laptop first started off selling at $188 in 2006, but aimed to sell for only $50 starting by 2010. I guess that's all that we have to know about OLPC and the SugarOS. Now we'll be moving on how the SugarOS works and everything about it.
I'm Afiq Farhan Biazmin with student ID of CS01080996. Today I will be talking about special features, for my chosen operating system distribution, which is Sugar on a Stick. First of all, Sugar on a Stick is originally designed for the One Laptop Per Child project. Do you know what is One Laptop Per Child project is? Well, since a friend of mine has explained it to you what One Laptop Per Child is, let's move on to the special features of Sugar on a Stick. As I have discovered lately about some version of Sugar on a Stick, the 0.86.3 version has improved some of the contents. I'll just go through some of the features from the old version because this way we can see on how Sugar on a Stick has improved. As you can see, it has a better Nash support for Adobe Flash content. Adobe Flash is basically a multimedia software platform that has been used in the whole wide world. Even some companies use it for production of animations and embedded web browser video players. Also, Sugar on a Stick has support for tab browsing at that time. With this feature has been applied at that time, user can easily browse multiple web pages in a single window. Remember, this is a version from 0.86.3. This is basically not the latest feature. So at that time, this update is very important to them. Also in version 0.88, Sugar on a Stick has support the 3G connections and increased their accessibility. In this version, Sugar on a Stick has made a big and special update to ease the user. As we enter the version of 0.112, the Sugar on a Stick is also provide the capabilities to document processing applications. For a new document, when the user stops the activity, a pop-up window provides an opportunity for the user to give the journal entry a name. Means that the user can beneficially choose from the save and don't save options. However, an instance will appear in the journal for statistical purpose, but no chances will be saved if user selects don't save option. So definitely, Sugar on a Stick is very interesting and fun to use since it is an educational operating system.
Hello, I'm Nur Hafiz Irfan Benoy Shamuddin with student ID CS010811182. So the next special feature is Sugar on a Stick also applied shutting down automatically before battery is fully dead. It means that if the battery reach 5%, it will automatically shut down. This OS distribution is very efficient since it will not make our device shutting down when it reaches to 0%. So next is it has Kickstart generator. Kickstart provides a way for users to automate a Red Hat Enterprise Linux installation. Using Kickstart, a system administrator can create a single file containing the answers to all the questions that will normally be asked during a typical installation. Once a Kickstart file has been generated, it can either be included with boot media or made available on the network for easy and consistent configuration of new systems. And lastly, the Sugar on a Stick can also save multiple downloads of applications. It can ease our job and much more easier to handle applications one at a time. It can save more spaces in our device storage so that the storage will not easily fill up quickly. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you Hafiz for your explanation. Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Aiman Hakimi bin Muhammad Zaini and my student ID is CS0108098. Currently, I'm taking bachelor degree in cybersecurity. I will explain the next special features about the Sugar on a Stick. The Sugar on a Stick is better support for external displays. In this case, it supports all kind of embedded devices such as laptop and desktop computer. Hence, the users will be able to use the Sugar on a Stick software more clearly. Plus, not only is an extra screen much easier on the eye when you are staring at it for most of the day, it can also help reduce neck and back problems as you don't have to keep bending over your laptop while working. The size of your potential external monitor is important. Lastly, I'm gonna explain this last special features that Sugar on a Stick has. which is available for free and does not permanently affect the user's computer. Every user, from children to adult, will have no issues on downloading the Sugar on a Stick software. In addition, this Sugar on a Stick software is compatible in many platforms, such as OS, Linux, and other kind of software. Instead of using another software, the user can just download the Sugar on a Stick software for free and no need to spend their money on another software that are payable and more expensive. Thus, user does not have to worry about this software because it is very protective and it will not causing the virus spread to the user's computer. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.